So you guys know, I'm not gonna spend too much time. You guys know, a few weeks ago I posted something called Elijah Muhammad warning to the hypocrites. Now, just to let you guys know, I have been listening to this particular video for the past, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 years. First of all, I hope everybody's having a good Sunday. I know I am. Okay. Um, I have been listening to that video for basically the past 5 or 6 years, right? Elijah Muhammad warning to the hypocrites, part one. I really strongly suggest you guys listen from part one through part four in its entirety. Okay, you guys know how the other day I told y'all about how I be playing those songs from the past, and it seems like I be talking about the past, present, and future. First, let me tell you guys, I am not Allah. Okay, let me just tell you that before. All right, I have attributes of Allah, but I'm not Allah. I promise you that. I wouldn't want to be God. Okay, straight up, cause I'm too goofy for that shit, man. You know what I mean? I'm just too goofy for that shit. That's too much. Um, but again, listen to these videos, guys, from part one through part four, because it seems like it seems like literally that he's talking about my life in its entirety. In its entirety, there's no part of those videos that seem to suggest that it's not talking to me. And who's to say that it is or it is not? Just because you see a video on YouTube and it shows Elijah Muhammad in black and white, and we just supposed to automatically assume all that that video was made years ago. Guys, trust me. If it's one thing I've learned in the last couple of years about YouTube, is you really don't know where this information coming from. Some of this stuff seems to be off planet. Okay, you can go back to the movie They Live. There was things that was going on off planet. The newsroom. Y'all remember that movie They Live? Remember that newsroom? You think that shit is on Earth? It'd be off planet somewhere. Even 13 Sun talked about that. So I'm just saying, I'm not saying this is what it is, guys, but I'm just saying based on the reality that I have witnessed these past few years with the Mandela effect and all these things that have been happening, these shifts, these portals. Who's to say that video that yeah, God is talking to me? Who's to say? Because I just find it very strange that he is talking exactly about my life from part one through part four. So I'll leave a link. And guys, I'm not. Hey, yeah, I got a lot of knowledge. I got a lot of wisdom. Yeah, I take in more knowledge than the average person. But in a lot of ways, I'm just like the people walking around me. So you understand, guys? I'm like the buffer, man. Like I'm just like y'all, but then it's like I'm not at the same time. You know what I mean? And I prefer it that way. You know what I mean? Because yeah, I just do. But yeah, I just tell y'all, listen to part one through part four. It's a lot of knowledge in there about how people in your family, your own family, can betray you, and you gotta be watchful for it. And it's not an easy job. It's not an easy task to fulfill when you have your own family come against you, especially with how cold the world is. And if your family betrays you, it's like, who else do you got? All you got is God once that happens, right? So I beseech you guys, listen to part one through four of Elijah Muhammad warning to the hypocrites, all right? And I'll let y'all later. Peace.